Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in a spectacular southern Alberta stream. We have a nice overcast day, very fishy. I think this will be a great show, going after some cutthroat. Stick around.
There, oh boy, that's a big fish.
Big fish.
Welcome to Fishing with Ladin Langman and co-host Steve Ronholt.
You can buy that expensive tackle that you think that you might need. You can head out for the river and hope you might succeed. But if you want to fish just right, just turn your TV on. Come on fishing with Ladin, he'll get your fishing on. Yeah, come on fishing with Ladin and you'll have some fun. Cast a fly in Alaska on the wild Yukon, or catch some trout and salmon in good old Washington. Fishing with Ladin, casting with Ladin, man, that's a lot of fun. Fishing with Ladin, casting with Ladin, man, that's a lot of fun.
We were fishing a deep canyon in southern Alberta when I hooked into the first fish of the day.
That's a fish.
Nice, oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, good fish.
Awesome. On the San Juan. Yes.
The fish was flashing brightly in the crystal clear water.
Uh-oh, there she goes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what a nice cut. My gosh.
That is cool.
Beautiful. Okay, look at this gorgeous cut on this beautiful mountain stream. And oh, what a great start to the day.
Yeah, that was awesome. As soon as it hit, you could see it flashing in there, and it was a nice fish.
Oh yeah, this water's so crystal clear and just amazing place.
Yeah.
Off and running.
Way to start the day.
Thank you. You're
That's
up
my
now.
turn. Yeah, thank you.
This is such a crystal clear stream that we're not using strike indicators because we can easily see our fly lines and we don't want to spook the fish in any way. We just kind of keep our line tight to the flies, and if a fish hits, try to set the hook.
So I'm casting over this sandbar and it's dropping down into this hole, and that's where the fish are biting. See if we can get another one. I've had.
Yeah, nice. Is that on the San Juan
I
again?
think so, but I don't know
Oh
for sure.
boy, you can see it just flashing right here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's on the worm, San Juan worm. Oh, nice trout. Woo, that's awesome. Been seeing them in there. Ladin caught one, and I missed one, and came back, waited a few minutes, hit it again with the San Juan, and got this beauty. Awesome. Yeah, really cool. I mean, you can see them in there, you can see them feeding, but it's hard to get the right drift to them.
Yeah, but you managed to do it.
Yeah, that was cool, and it just a slight tap. They're not hitting it that hard and set the hook.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thanks, that was fun. So far this morning we have been using a setup where we have a fairly weighted fly, a Pat's rubber legs to imitate a stonefly nymph, and then just below that we've had the San Juan worm, so it can kind of move freely in the water, and that's what the fish have been hitting. The reason I chose to put a San Juan worm on this morning is because it rained last night and early morning, and sometimes that'll flush worms into the system, so I'm using a San Juan worm to imitate that.
There we go.
Yeah, that's awesome. Come on, fish. Oh, you had him. Did you feel it?
He didn't feel it. Did I pull it out?
I don't know, but he nosed it.
Oh, geez, I broke it off.
Oh, you had him.
There.
Nice. Awesome.
Man, these are hard fighting cuts. Nice job, Steve.
Thanks. I was hoping that fly would work. Beautiful fish.
Kind of view?
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Look at that thing. Oh boy, nice fish, Ladin.
Thank you. That is just outstanding fun. Cast out in this nice emerald pool. I could see the flash. And I'm pretty sure it circled back and grabbed it. Because
Cool.
it was certainly going after it.
Well, that's awesome.
It's cool to fish in this clear water.
Oh
I know
yeah,
I
and
said
you
it
can see
before.
him moving.
Beautiful.
Very and cool coloration on these fish.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome.
Yeah, great stuff.
Let's get some more. Steve, I gotta stop. I got a rock in my shoe.
All right.
Fancy. I think I'm better, Steve. I'll catch up.
Got one. First cast.
Wow.
First cast. It's a pretty nice trout too.
Wow, nice job.
Yeah. Ooh. He's clear up here now.
Okay.
Gonna work him down, hopefully.
Take your time with it.
Nice.
Got a really nice cut in the net right here.
Look at that. Nice cut on the bottom of it. Beautiful spots. All right, here goes. Gonna go flying. That was so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a great hole, you know, really nice riffle. I didn't expect that though. First cast, boom.
Wow. I mean, I just got over, and next thing I hear is,
Yeah.
I got a fish on. And man, your rod was doubled.
Hard. Yeah, nice, again, thick cutthroat, beautiful colors. And again, it's so clear. You're standing up in these rocks,
Yeah.
you can see down in there, see this big old fish fighting.
Nice.
Yeah, really cool.
Good job.
Thanks.
I was casting a dry fly on the inside edge of a deep riffle.
Nice. Oh yeah.
That was fun. I'll get it. Maybe. All right. There it is. Got this little guy in the black ant. Came up to it, and I broke one off earlier, so I tried to be real soft on the hook set because we're using this small tippet, and it paid off.
Good.
I didn't break it off.
Yeah, I don't know if the first one that hit was bigger or not, but
Yeah, well, sometimes on those, even the little fish, if you get too excited on a dry
Yeah,
fly, you can
yeah.
snap those light tippets. So
yeah.
it's always good to pay attention to that.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yep. Thanks.
Awesome.
Cool. It's fun catching fish on dries, no doubt about it. Boy, in that clear water, it's just so cool to see.
It's like he's fighting well.
Yeah. That was on the mayfly.
Okay.
Okay. There she is, beautiful cut. All right, that was a heck of a lot of fun. You know, Steve's over across the bank working a nymph, caught a real nice fish. I've caught a couple on dries here. It's pretty outstanding fishing today. This is the fly we're using. It's a yellow humpy, and we've seen some little yellowish mayflies flying around, and this seems to be working.
Okay, I'm going to try tie a dropper off of my pheasant tail nymph. This is weighted and gets it down, and then this little mayfly emerger will kind of float up around in the current behind it, and hopefully both of them will catch fish.
When you travel to a new location, it's always nice to go into a local fly shop and get some flies that they know will work for those rivers you're going to fish, and also some local knowledge never hurts. So always try to find a local fly shop wherever you're going to fish.
We headed downstream a few hundred yards to another hole, and I began casting a dry to some rising fish.
Oh boy. Gosh! See, that's weird, because maybe I got to be quicker yet. Nope, there she is, and it's the biggest one out of the whole group. It's a good fish, Steve. I don't know if you can help me net this. I had 2 or 3 strikes right off the bat, and finally this one came up. I was trying to be as ginger as I could on the hook set, because I've had some issues lately, and this is a good fish, so. That was a beautiful trout. That was a beautiful trout. You just see it flashing down there. I couldn't tell, but look at the mess I have now.
This should go big and crazy, which they seem pretty dialed in, so I doubt they're gonna. What?
Bad idea there.
The tip of the week is brought to you by Northwest Outfitters, located at the Village at Riverstone in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
One thing that's kind of overlooked sometimes is rod storage in the boat. It's oftentimes you've got 2 or 3 guys getting in and out of the boat, and if you see something like this, just give your buddy a hand and stick his rod back in its spot. That way it'll ensure that your day continues with no rod breakages. It's tough to catch fish with broken rods, so it takes just a few extra seconds to put your rods away and continue fishing the day.
There's one. First cast.
First cast?
With the nymph. Just got to get it down deeper to him, I guess.
Would you like me to net it for you, Steve?
Sure, that'd be awesome.
Oh boy, that's a good trout. My gosh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good job.
Thanks.
Fishing dries for about an hour trying to catch these fish. First cast with a nymph. Got a strike. Got that little baby.
All right, that was a nice little fish.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy. I mean, we've been working this thing for probably an hour with dries.
Yeah.
And I mean, you had a really nice one on, but
Right.
then after that, we've been missing them all.
Yeah.
First cast with the nymph.
I might continue to hit that dry. There's some big hunas right over there, but
Okay.
I can't catch them.
Well, I'm gonna look through my box and see if I can find anything that's more like that yellow Sally.
Oh,
It's
that
a
one
yellow
we just
stone
saw?
fly, yeah.
Okay.
But if not, I'm gonna stick with the nymph.
Sounds good.
Okay. This is a tiny little size 18 mayfly emerger, and it's what I think they're keying on, and they're coming up to the surface. This will float up to the surface and hatch, but I'm getting them on the bottom with the nymph before they get to the surface. So I don't know if you can tell what I'm doing, but again, this little fly is a mayfly emerger, so I'm getting it down, sinking it, and then I'm slowly lifting it, representing the fly coming to the surface, and I just had a fish take it doing that, but I missed it.
Got him. Hey, what are you doing over there? Every time I look over there, you've got something on.
Yep.
I'm sitting here trying to fish with dries.
So is catching fish.
Yeah.
Especially when they're nice big fish.
All right, I'm coming to net a fish again.
Yeah, I think you better start nymph fishing.
Whoa. Oh, good fish,
Thanks.
man
Yeah, he's heading
alive.
for the current if you want to grab him.
Yeah,
That would be great. He's right in front of you.
I see him.
Sneak up on him. Oh, there he goes. He just took off. Shoot. He's gone. Here we go. He's gone, Ladin. This fish was fighting really hard, got out of the hole, and had to chase it down the rapids. Saw ya. It got down into the current, had to chase it quite a ways. It was fun, but crazy. Ah, crazy.
Yeah, that was a hard battle once he got in that rapid.
Yeah, no kidding. Look at that thing, that's a beauty. There it goes. That was cool, very cool. Just been working that nymph, lifting it up like a rising mayfly nymph and emerging nymph, and hit it.
Yeah, here I was pounding away at that dry fly.
Yeah.
Being stubborn. It stopped rising. Should have went to the nymph, but it's been fun watching you catch fish.
Yeah, now it's your turn though.
Yeah,
You ready
awesome.
to switch?
Yeah, absolutely. Steve, one rose right there.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh boy.
Big. This is a big fish. It could be a white fish, but it's big. So I'm gonna need, got to keep this guy out of the rapid. Hope it's not another white fish.
It's bouncing a little more like a cutthroat, but
Boy, it's big. Feel, it's gone. Shoot, that was a big fish. Did I break it off? Nope, still on. That was a big something.
Yeah.
Big something.
got him.
How long did that take?
One cast.
I'm getting tired of you catching all these fish on one cast, and I cast 100 times.
Well, it could be just this fly,
Yeah.
just because I just put a new one on, and if
Okay.
it's on that fly, which it is, could be the ticket.
Yes, that's a good trout too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a huge green drake. I'll show you this fly.
Oh wow, that's what he caught it on?
Yeah.
Good heavens.
Yeah, look at the size of that
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Nice little cutthroat.
Good fish. Awesome.
I know there's bigger ones in there.
Oh yeah, we've seen some
Okay.
2-pound cutthroat
Yeah,
in
they've
there.
been going at it, so
Yeah.
go ahead, Ladin, it's your turn.
Steve, you
Yeah,
fished for
I just
one
caught one. I
cast.
know,
I fished
but
for a
man,
half hour.
That fly, if that fly will do it.
Okay, all right. If you're
I
gonna
want
twist
you to
my
go
arm,
for it. Yep.
you're gonna twist my arm.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Got him. Got him. Cool. Whoa.
Oh man, he's cooking
Man,
all over.
he's. Yeah. Wow. It's a good fighter. Good fight there. Yeah, nice
Yeah.
job. All right, that's a beauty. Yes.
Ladin, you saw some green drakes hatching about a half an hour ago.
Yeah.
And sure enough, we tried it, even though the hatch is pretty much over for the year. Just this cloudy weather we got today
Really
brought off
helped.
another hatch, yeah.
Beautiful cut. All right. On the green drake. A lot of fun. When fish come up to dries, nothing beats it. And thanks, Steve. You set that rod up and everything.
You bet.
Appreciate that. There's more fish out there. Let's go get some more. It's been a great day. What can we say?
This hole has been incredible. There's so many
Yeah.
fish in this
Awesome.
spot.
All right.
Yeah. There's one.
He's got one. Nice.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Soft take, I tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nice job.
Thanks. That's a good fish.
It is.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a big one.
That is. Wow.
Nice fish. Oh man. Another beautiful.
Yeah. And that
cutthroat.
same mayfly emerger. I mean,
Yeah.
that thing just is kicking butt today.
I know, it's awesome. That's a great discovery.
And that may have been the biggest fish I've caught all day. I don't know, but it was fat.
Been a lot of nice ones.
Yeah. Jeez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the show from Southern Alberta. Had a great time. Join us next week for more Fishing with Ladin. Be sure to join us next time for more Fishing with Ladin, because we're having fun catching fish.